It's a big night in the NBA. If we can correctly predict 6 games, we can win $25,000. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. One of our favorite contests, and it's the NBA game on the Fox Bet Super 6 app. All we gotta do is correctly predict 6 games, giving them the winner and the win margin, and we can take home that $25,000. If nobody can do it like nobody did it last week, they'll still give away a guaranteed $1,000 prize to the people who can get the most points. Get 3 points for the winner right, get another 2 points for you can get that win margin right, and that's how you can accumulate points. Don't forget, guys, at the end of this video, I'll give you guys a free bet. And those free bets on this show, we're now 4-0 on giving out free bets here on this NBA contest. Last week we did the double-double win, the double-double parlay. So that's, brought us a nice 4-0. All right, let's jump on into it and see how we'll do this week. All right, so the first matchup here is the Nets versus the Pistons. Offensively, the edge does go to the Nets there. They shoot the ball better by about 6 percentage points better. They also shoot the 3 by about 9 percentage points better. They're more efficient they rank 13th, for the Pistons rank 27th. And then they're scoring about 8 more points per game. Defensively, though, it's a little bit even there. Field goal percentage is about even. 3-point field goal percentage is 40-39. Efficiency there does tip the hand a little bit to the Pistons. The Nets rank 25th, and the Pistons are ranked 16th. And then points per game, again, it's about even. They got 122 points for the Nets allowed versus 120 points allowed for the Pistons. Rebounding, no real advantage there on the defensive glass. Offensive glass, maybe the Pistons have a small advantage. Maybe they'll get around 3 to 4 more rebounds per game. And then the Pistons are getting about 4 more possessions per game. I'm going to go ahead, though, and say the Nets win this game. Look, we know Durant's still not going to be involved, but the Pistons just continue to struggle. I think Harden will have himself a night. Kyrie Irving is going to this game iffy. I think he does end up suiting up and playing based on what I'm reading out there. So I think the Nets will have enough to go ahead and get the win, but I think it'll be close. Nets will win this game by 5-6. They're going to, not having Durant's pretty big. So only give me a 5-6 win there for the Nets. The next matchup here is the Knicks versus the Heat. Boy, you want to talk about even Steven. These two teams are about as even as they get. Offense, field goal percentage, 47-47. Three-pointers, 42-38. Efficiency, 19th versus 18th. And then points per game, there's only 4 points per game that separates these teams. The evenness, carries over on the defensive side. They're ranked 7th and 3rd in efficiency. Points allowed is 103 versus 100. Field goal percentage is 46-41. And 3-point field goal percentage is 30-34. So, the Heat may be better in overall field goal percentage, but the Knicks defend the 3-point field goal percentage a little better. In terms of rebounding, no advantage on the offensive glass. Defensive edge, maybe the Knicks can squeak out a couple more, but just real no advantage there on the glass in this game. And the Heat are only getting about 2 more possessions per game. This game just played out the other night in New York, and the Heat were able to win that game by 6. I think the Heat will also pull out the victory tonight on their home court. Go ahead and give me the Heat win the game by 7-8. Next matchup we got here is the Rockets and the Pelicans. From an offensive standpoint, the Pelicans are better across the board. Field goal percentage, they're about 9 percentage points better. 3-point field goal percentage, they're about 13 percentage points better. Efficiency, they rank 2nd, where the Rockets rank 28th. And points per game, they're getting about 13 more points per game. So the Pelicans are definitely better on the offensive side. Defensive side, it's really about even. Field goal percentage is 44.7 versus 44.9. Same with the three-pointers. You got 38 versus 35. Efficiency, you got 11th versus 15th. And then points per game allowed, you got 111 versus 107. Rebounding, no real advantage there on the glass on either side. So I'm going to go ahead, though, and say the Pelicans can win this game. The Rockets did play last night. I know they rested a lot of their stars. They were going to either play them last night or they're going to play them tonight. They're going to play them tonight. You're going to see Gordon back in the lineup. You're going to see Wall back in the lineup. But this Pelicans team is just too good offensively. They're on their home court, and then they can match them on the defensive side. So I like the Pelicans to get the win tonight, and they'll win it by 7-8 points. The next matchup here is the Warriors versus Spurs, and I hate this matchup. These two teams played last night. Spurs won by 5. I absolutely hate it because now, kind of throws stats out the window, right? They just played each other. It's like which coaching staff can make the most adjustments or which team can just be a little bit more efficient. And when I did look up the box score to kind of compare last night's percentages and scoring and what have you against their, recent trends, the Warriors had the more potential to have a better performance, where the Spurs, kind of did did what they did throughout, most of the season here recently. So the Warriors have that ability to maybe take it up a notch. The Warriors also haven't lost 2 in a row this season when going in one of these back-to-backs like they are here tonight, where the Spurs, they have lost 2 in a row against one opponent. They lost 2 in a row against the Memphis Grizzlies earlier on the season. So I think the Spurs will be able to make enough adjustments this time to come out to win. So go ahead and give me the Warriors winning this game by 3 to 4 points. I hate that game, though. I hate how, these NBA teams are playing, bang-bang on consecutive nights. It just makes it tough. All right, so the next matchup here is the 76ers versus the Kings. Offensively, pretty even. I mean, field goal percentage is 50 to 47. Three-point field goal percentage is 34 to 36. Efficiency, that's where the Kings do check in a little bit better. They're 9th versus the 76ers, they're 16th. And then points per game, you got 115.7 versus 116. So real even there on the offensive side and even on the defensive side. So field goal percentage is 45 to 44. Three-point field goal percentage is 38 to 33. Efficiency is 11th versus 13th. And then points per game allowed is 113 versus 111. Rebounding advantage, you can go ahead and give a slight advantage there to the 76ers. They may get anywhere from like 3 to 6 more rebounds over the course of this game. The 76ers will also get more possessions per game. They'll get about 3 to 4 more possessions per game. But I like the Kings in an upset here at home. Look, I mean, it's pretty even across the board in terms of offense and defensive stats. I'll go ahead and take the home team. Kings have done a really good job of covering lately. I think they can pull this one out. We know the 76ers are a really good home team, and just look at their home and away record. Their splits are pretty dramatic. So good home team. They can be exposed on the road, and I think the Kings can maybe squeak out a victory. Go ahead and give me the Kings in an upset, but it'll only be about 1 to 2 points. This will be a really good, close, and fascinating game. Then the last game here on the matchup is going to be the Celtics versus Jazz. Look, Jazz are better on both sides. Offensively, they're better. They shoot the ball about 6 percentage points better. They shoot the three about 5 percentage better. They're more efficient. They rank 8th. Celtics are ranked 15th, and they're scoring about 5 more points per game. From the defensive standpoint, look, Jazz are better defensively, really better defensively, actually. Field goal percentage, they're holding their opponents about 9 percentage points less. Three-point field goal percentage is about 6 percentage points less. Efficiency, Celtics are 21st, where the Jazz are 5th. And then the Jazz are holding their opponents about 8 less points per game. The advantages, again, will roll right on into the rebounding side. Jazz should win both the offense and defensive boards. And overall, I mean, they have the potential to get anywhere from 10 to 12 more rebounds over the course of this game. And they're already going to get more possessions. They're going to average about 6 more possessions in this game than the Celtics win. So this one was pretty easy. It's going to go Jazz at home. Jazz will get the win. And I think they'll win this game by 7 to 8 points. All right, guys, so those are the 6 games. That's how we'll fill out our chances to win the $25,000. As for that free bet that I promised, I'm going to go ahead and take Joel Embiid to have over 28.5 points. I made the bet at PointsBet, but it's widely available at all the sports books across America, so you can find Joel Embiid to go over 28.5 points. If you're interested in any more free bets, go ahead and check out my daily show. I'm going to put out some more bets around these games. It'll come out a little bit later, so you can check back for that. Otherwise, guys, as always, go ahead and hit that like button if I've been of help to you, and I always wish you good luck. I hope you guys can cash and take home that money. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next contest. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.